y'all need to understand that slavery has always been there. So I don't see how a 9 to 5 being modern day slavery would obviously shock you guys, because you need to understand that it is what it is. And a lot of people out there don't want to be saved. They have obviously killed their vision, their calling, and told themselves that, you know what, I'm gonna just submit myself to the people. The harsh reality of it is, like, a lot of people who tell themselves that getting 4 or 5 jobs will obviously sustain what they got currently going on. And the fact of the matter is, you'll most probably get those 4 or 5 jobs. You know, maybe you get some good amount of money rolling in, but at the end of the day, you won't really have peace of mind. Because what the hell do you mean you have 4 or 5 jobs just so you can, like, obviously try and escape the system, but at the end of the day, you're not escaping nothing. Because a lot of people obviously think that, oh, nah, this is probably like a sudden money glitch. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I, I'm outplaying the system. But at the end of the day, you're not, bro. Like, you are genuinely not doing anything. So, I need you guys to start to be, bro, be real with yourself, bro. Start BSing yourself. Even getting 2 or 3 jobs is not it. I don't understand if you had one good, high paying job and it obviously made sense. But, bro, if you're telling me that you are obviously getting 2, 3 jobs, telling yourself that this is gonna make you rich, I don't wanna lie to you, it's not gonna do that. To those who has done it and it became successful for you guys, bro, Merry Christmas. Like, I'm proud of you. Like, thank you so much for, like, doing something with your life. But other than that, the majority of it, like, it's never really worked out. And the fact of the matter is, if you're juggling 2 jobs, you're also juggling your mental health. So how does that sink in line with your trajectory in life? If you got 2 jobs, working for 2 people, submitting to 2 people. Now, I'm not saying that everybody should escape the system, because at the end of the day, bro, like, a lot of people out there do love their jobs. I think so. And they genuinely enjoy what they're doing. And some people, like, obviously have their jobs and they don't enjoy their jobs, but it obviously pays well. It's another thing I always speak about. Like, peace of mind matters more, man. Because at the end of the day, money is just a piece of paper with a dead person's face on it from ages ago, decades ago. And these people are still relevant on that piece of paper that we gotta use. So it all comes down to it being more of a mental health thing. Like, bro, you'd rather have peace of mind than to have all this money that's obviously not gonna make you happy. Don't get me wrong, not everybody aspires to be rich, not everybody has big dreams. But at the end of the day, if you had to speak to those people when they were little kids, they will tell you that, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. They had these big dreams. But as they started to grow up, the things they started to consume, the things that they started to see, the environmental changes started to shape their mindset. So now they started to lie to themselves that, no, I don't want bigger things. I want to live an average, normal life. But at the end of the day, your environment can affect you a lot. I'm not gonna lie. For some people, it may be motivation, it may be a drive. It'll allow them to be disciplined, because that'll make them want to go harder, because they don't really want to be in the circumstance no more, especially if it's like a negative circumstance. A lot of people just strive to be better and they want to be up there. Like I said, I'm not saying everybody should be bosses, because at the end of the day, if we're all bosses, nobody's really gonna have clients. Like, if everybody has business, you know what I mean. Like, if everybody has business, like the whole world has business, but at the end of the day, you need to understand that there's probably enough money for every single person in this world. I truly believe that. Like, there's money for everybody in this world, because at the end of the day, it's just paper. Like, it's literally just paper. At the end of the day, when you look at all these billionaires, the people that are on top, you start to realize that at the end of the day, like, these people have all this money, but they still want more. It's never about the money anymore. Like, it all becomes about, oh, like, who has the most money, or who has the most power, who's number one. Bro, these people are more worried about who's number one. Oh, I don't want his company to beat mine. Bro, I don't understand. Why don't you just work on your own? Like, focus on your own. Bro, if I had 900 M's right now, do you think that I would want to be in competition with other people? Like, I wouldn't want to do that. So, what is really the whole point of having all this money if at the end of the day you will never be content? Like, let me ask you a question. Let's say someday you make it in life. You obviously, because obviously in life we all have milestones. Oh, I want to reach this amount of money saved. I want to reach that amount of money saved. So what happens when you reach that peak amount of money saved? Like, when do you know that you're finally content with what you have, considering the fact that you probably have everything, you probably have money for generations to come, and your family will probably be straight for the next 20, 30, 40, even 50 years. So now the question now comes down to, when do you know that you'll be fully content with the amount of money that you have? That is the real question. Because if you're not able to answer that question, then at this point it's not even about the money anymore. Like, it's not even about the money. Like, at this point you're just trying to like get more and more. Because at the end of the day, what's the whole point of striving to be a billionaire when you're worth probably 500 million? Like, I get that it's an amazing milestone to reach, but at the end of the day, what's the point? I don't understand if it intrinsically came to the point where, you know, your net worth is naturally going up to a billion. But if you're pushing yourself to that limit for no reason but just to prove a point, what's the whole point of having that billion? If after that billion you're gonna want 2 billion, then you're gonna want 3 billion. So what's the whole point? So I'll say this to say this. You gotta set your priorities straight, man. Like, I'm hoping we all make it, but let's not want to make it to the point where we don't know why we were doing it in the first place. Like, it was never about the money, man. It's never been about the money. Like, obviously, like, you never leave money on the table. Definitely, bro. Like, you gotta obviously make a living. You gotta survive. You got food to eat. You know, you gotta, pay rent, whatever, etc. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, if it's just getting to a point where you're just doing it for no reason, then what is the whole point of actually doing it? My fire's gone, bro. But at the end of the day, there's literally no point. Like, what's the whole point of obviously now trying to like push yourself, reach the highest echelon, if at the end of the day it's not going to be beneficial? Because once you're 6 feet on the ground, nobody even remembers who you are. People who in your life probably won't appreciate that money. They probably won't appreciate that money. So if you're not doing it for yourself or you're doing it for other people, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. But thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Ensure to subscribe to the most perspicacious. But always remember, the coach doesn't play.